This week on Checkpoint.
I was angry. Why this happened to me? Why me? Why not someone else? What did I do wrong?
Are our lifestyles punishing us?
high blood, sexual stroke.
This is Checkpoint, and I'm Nkepile Mabuse.
The number is shocking, 240. That's how many South Africans are said to suffer strokes every day. Although usually associated with the over 50s, Pume Matonsi from Mpumoza near Pietermaritzburg was just 24 years old when she had hers.
I was angry. Why this happened to me? Why me? Why not someone else? What did I do wrong?
Her mother remembers the day 3 years ago.
Kwakulesihlanu 2015 September 2015 intathakusa ngoba kwaku2 AM ukhoza amakamela aqhelelene elinye lami yenilala kwelakhe kezwa ngathi khonto memezayo elememeza kusho ukuthi ke mina ngumuntu olala evuli radio, so I close the radio to hear what's happening. Mengicishe radio ngeke ngavuka masinya kububu mengiphuthume ekameleni lakhe kuyakhanya kuvuliwe ulele phansi hawu yini angakwaze kahle ukukhuluma athi ngangamuzi thuthini.
Everything just went blank. I woke up the next morning to discover that my body was just stiff. I tried to move, lift my hand up, I couldn't move. Tried to lift my feet up, my legs, nothing. That's when I was told by my mom that she had found me the night before on the floor and I wasn't moving.
What usually happens when people get stroke is because of the high blood pressure, the vessels can no longer hold and some of them rupture and you bleed into the brain. And once you bleed into any area of the brain, obviously you damage the function in that particular area.
You're telling your brain to do something, but then it's just not responding. And that's very frustrating and irritating. So it hurts a lot. You just cry and wish you could have someone to talk to, someone who understands. Because you can't talk to someone who doesn't know what you're going through. It's quite hard. It's not easy for them to understand.
South African health facilities are treating younger and younger people who've suffered strokes. A quarter of all patients admitted to hospitals in 2015 for stroke-related reasons were between the ages of 15 and 40. This increased to 35% 2 years later. South African women are more at risk than men. Hypertension, HIV, diabetes and obesity are trigger factors. Before her stroke, Pume thought she led a healthy lifestyle.
I don't drink, I don't smoke, so I've always been healthy, no worries. And if or when I get sick, it wouldn't last longer than a week.
She was in the process of carving a career for herself.
Before I had a stroke, I was studying at FET College, studying educare. That's qualification to teach grade R. I've always wanted to open my own daycare center, so that's why I went to that field. Studied educare, and I was doing my final year when I had a stroke, which held me back from finishing my studies. Honestly, the reason I wanted to become a teacher is because I love working with children, just helping them discover the world, learning.
She was desperate to know what had caused her stroke.
People already suspected that it was witchcraft. From family to friends, the community, everyone's like, okay, you were bewitched. because the hospital can't find the cause of it. So it must be witchcraft.
Pume turned to traditional medicine, then religion.
I went to about 5 or 6 sangomas. But when they all said different things, that's when I realized that no, it doesn't make sense. If it was witchcraft, they would all say the same thing.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday afternoon.
Next, the family tried conventional medicine.
Then he samthatha ke samuse Edendale Hospital ke Sunday afternoon. Wafika admit wakhe. Wahlala khona a week.
Pume was told she needed a magnetic imaging or MRI scan, but because Edendale, a regional hospital, didn't have the equipment, she was referred to Grace Hospital in Pietermaritzburg.
I got there, they said, okay, we're gonna call you back. I had to wait for exactly the whole year for them to call me back. And the reason why they even called me is because a friend was pushing and pushing, asking questions, why hasn't she been called in? It's just one scan. Why can't you call her in to do the scan? So finally they said, okay, she can come in.
It's advisable for suspected stroke cases to be scanned early to establish what parts of the brain have been affected.
Why crazy ke? Wanziwa iken zonke ke watestwa ama blood test konke. Kwatholakala ukuthi hayi
which was very frustrating for both me, the doctors, because we didn't know what the problem was. Because everyone was so sure, the doctors at Edendale and the doctors at Grace, they were so sure that an MRI scan would reveal a much clearer detail of what happened to me. If my son or other people would ask me, okay, what's a stroke? What happened to you? I had a stroke. What is a stroke? They expect you to explain in detail. Because I didn't know what a stroke was, I didn't have information, the right information, I couldn't answer the question. Which made me feel like, okay, I'm a failure. I just failed my own son. Because I didn't know how to answer that question. What caused your stroke? I have no idea.
Coming up after the break.
Kunento eshekhaya lapha emzimbeni kujulukile nje kuphela.
Mangibuza ukuthi yini wathi naku ngishawe stroke.